Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have went ahead and did my Betty Shabazz video before I did my live, but I just want to go ahead and do my live. I want to go ahead and finish because tomorrow I'm gonna spend the day isolated and in seclusion because of what's gonna happen on Sunday. So I hope you guys are having a great day. It's iffy, honey. It's spring here in Georgia. It feels like spring, and then when Saturday gets here, it's going to be like 40 degrees. So let's get started. Yes, y'all are reading this correctly. I should have put the viewer discretion is advised. Um, Watch this. You know the funny part about it, the person that will confront you is always another female, and not knowing the logistics and the politics behind the situation, it's always another woman that will sit there and check you for not doing what you're supposed to do, honey. That's the ones that bang on. So I'm not shocked. She doing all that blah 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 and ain't getting nothing done. All right. So you're trying to figure out why fans are throwing drinks at Glorilla. Well, Yo Gotti said that the Bay Area promoter claimed that Glorilla was paid a 30K to perform at the after party following her concert. And the fans were upset because she didn't hit the stage and threw liquid on her. And she left the venue. The promoter is standing on his claim and wants his money back. So Yo Gotti is saying that she was not paid. Okay.
As complex was the
So here's the promoter.
performance, could go ask any promoter in the Bay was it a performance. He was shopping around to everybody. Man, I don't gotta lie about nothing. I didn't pay for no walkthrough. I didn't pay for no host. The boy Dame said it was 30K all in for her to perform. And that's what we gave that period. As complex was the performance, could go ask any promoter in the Bay was it a performance. He was shopping around to everybody. Man, I don't gotta lie about
Girl, let me see if I got any more posts dealing with this situation. Okay, so from you see the Atlanta 330,000. Okay, anything above that we're not doing.
complex
So
was
let
the
me give y'all my of course my opinion on this situation. I believe if two people come out and say that you're not paying someone what you're supposed to pay and you probably paid them for a walkthrough, that's what you should expect is a walkthrough. That person walked through, right? Just admit you don't have the money to pay Glorilla to perform. And another thing, why would she perform after her concert when she just got done doing a concert? Help me help you understand. Why would she come from being on stage and get back on stage? And 30K ain't enough. I'll say it. I don't care. You'll get a walkthrough. You're going to get me sitting in the VIP section and I'm bouncing. That's just it. She just got off stage. So why would she go on stage again after she did a concert? If they wanted a concert, they should have went to the concert. Y'all be wanting people to work hard, but y'all want to pay them enough. Let's continue. Okie dokie. Let's see what I have. Let me see. There's a lot of stuff I didn't talk about here. Um, okay. I want to talk about this. I didn't know this had happened, but understand this. With how much the ticket prices cost, and my thing is you have to go on a waiting list before you even get a ticket. You have to go on a waiting list and wait until they show you what they have. And I was like, I don't got time for that. I mean, I do have time for it. Don't get twisted. I have time for it, but I don't like wasting my time doing this. Okay. So, it's getting bad over there at Ticketmaster when the Senate has to tell Ticketmaster ahead of Beyonce tour tickets, we're watching you, right? But here's the reason why. The reason why is because after fans tried to get tickets for Taylor Swift tour using Ticketmaster and were deceived, the Senate has been watching the ticket sales platforms, especially now for Beyonce Renaissance World Tour. Ticketmaster, bleh, Ticketmaster could possibly be on the road to redemption if the entertainment company keeps the Beehive happy. On Wednesday, Beyonce announced she would go on tour for her latest album, which is up for Album of the Year at Sunday's Grammys. The heated singer is using Ticketmaster to distribute tickets to her fans, and many are scared. However, the Senate just announced that the tickets company should actually be afraid. Senate Judiciary Committee warned Ticketmaster, we're watching, in a tweet. After the Taylor Swift meltdown, Ticketmaster and Live Nation faced major backlash for canceling the pre-sale tickets 48 hours later after technical problems. Ticketmaster canceled the pre-sales due to extraordinary high demands on ticketing systems and insufficient remaining tickets and inventory to meet the demands. However, many fans complained they could not secure tickets to Swift's Era Tour, claiming bots and people were buying the tickets for resale at ridiculous prices, which ended up being true after Ticketmaster confirmed the bots were at least partially responsible for the crash. According to Ticketmaster, demands for the Renaissance Tour is expected to be high. So, girl, in this day and age of technology, um, let's be honest. I knew there was going to be hurdles. We're going to end up getting more hurdles. Um, because it's been too easy for us to get things on the internet. Okay. And so of course there has to be more rules and stuff like that. But people always are trying to create situations to where it's harder for people to get things. Um because people are scalping these tickets. Okay? So for people to pay bots to go and save tickets and to keep them away from actual fans who are trying to purchase tickets, it's pretty damn ridiculous. But it's always obstacles. My cousin, she experienced an obstacle with getting Beyonce tickets. She said she was in line and she was waiting. She had put a down payment on a ticket. Girl, she done put a down payment on a ticket. Yes, she did. She put a down payment on a ticket, and then as soon as she put a down payment on the ticket, somebody bought the ticket. I was like, girl, you know your tickets are expensive when people have to pay like a freaking mortgage for your ticket. The concert is happening in August, and to be kind of honest with you, if you are going that route, you do have 6 months to. Well, I know that she's not coming to Atlanta until August. So, I mean, you want to do that, you want to pay it like a bill, so be it. But understand they can sell it to somebody who giving them all the money within the thing. But it's kind of sad when people purchase tickets. I don't see anything good coming from this Beyonce World Tour. I just feel like there's going to be so many weird ass stories pertaining to people getting these tickets because it's ridiculous. Like 10K for a Beyonce ticket, crazy. So trust me, I understand the Senate saying they looking out, but the things that people are gonna go through to get Beyonce tickets is going to be crazy. Y'all gonna hear some more crazy stories dealing with this tour. Trust me. Okay. Oh, this pertains to the balloon. Well, we late. We already talked about the balloon on my podcast, but we already talked about this, so we ain't gotta talk about this no more.
He spoke up.
So, want y'all to hear this story about the lunch menu they decided to have for Black History Month.
Yeah, I am. A mother reassuring her daughter after a racially insensitive lunch option was served at Nyack Middle School the first day of Black History Month.
I just hope that they won't do it again at a different school or at my school ever again.
Instead of Philly cheesesteak, broccoli, and fresh fruit, Aramark, the food service company that provides meals to the district, served chicken and waffles and watermelon.
I was questioning, because they don't usually give watermelon.
He spoke up.
Yeah, I am.
A mother
That's a short clip, but I was gonna say this. They should be serving chicken and waffles anyway on the menu. That should just be a choice. So I don't know why they decided to get cute and do it during Black History Month. I feel like this Black History Month people are more racist. I don't know why, but I just do. It feels like they're being more racist this year.
I got the call from you, you know, OG. We was a little reluctant to do the interview because, somebody lost their life, it was a sensitive situation. So, we talked, and then when you alerted me that you had sat down with, P from QC, and everybody saw things eye to eye, and that really had, was like, okay, well, cool. As long as you see eye to eye with, the people that's most close to them, and y'all got everything figured out, then okay, then you can come speak your truth.
That's what you call unnatural. You know what I mean? They supposed to bury us, not us burying them.
Absolutely. I got the call from you, you know, OG. We was a little reluctant.
Now I didn't see this part where he said that him and QC P have come to a mutual understanding after Takeoff's death. I feel some kind of way about that, but we'll be talking more about the thing that is blowing up right now on the internet with Jay Prince and Takeoff. Not Takeoff, Jay Prince and Offset. I think I already talked about this. I don't know if how I feel about it. I'm gonna keep this article just to talk about it, but I don't know how I feel about it. So, Congressman George Santos is being investigated by the FBI after lying about his mother being in the South Tower on 9/11 and reportedly running off with money he raised for a dying dog. Girl.
Stories he tells, which appear to be just that, including one about 9/11.
I get emotional. My parents were both down there the day of the attacks, and fortunately, none of them passed.
My mom was a 9/11 survivor. She was in the South Tower, and she made it out.
His mom was actually in Brazil at the time, according to immigration records. And on a 2003 form, she said she hadn't been to the US since 1999. Stories he tells, which appear to be just that, including one.
Rich Ossoff's dog, Sapphire, had a tumor. Santos posted on Facebook using the name George DeVolder, so another name there, soliciting funds through GoFundMe for the vet and his dog. Now, the Facebook post, Santos wrote in part, said, "Will you help this baby and her daddy stay together for a few more years? Does he not deserve to have her? Let's all come together to help this family of two stay healthy." But when Ossoff, he tried to retrieve the money, he just kept getting the runaround from Santos. And Santos never transferred the $3,000. Rich Ossoff's dog, Sapphire, had a tumor.
Well, I gotta say this. I cannot stand how she talks. I never heard anybody talk like that before. It's like, where is these distinctive, annoying voices come from? Anyway, and you might think my voice is annoying, but I don't care. Anyway. Y'all finding these things about your politicians. He's not the first and he's not going to be the last. That's all I have to say. Y'all know we already talked about him, being a drag queen. He said that he's not really that.
Right. I was young and I had fun at a festival. Sue me for having a life. Oh, it's not a drag queen.
Why didn't you file a police report about your assassination attempt that allegedly happened? Well, what about being mugged? Why didn't you file a police report about that? Sorry? I have not. I haven't heard from a single authority or a single investigation. Why didn't you file a police report about your assassination attempt?
Look, I sacrificed both my
Then here's
knees.
another lie. He lies about having 2 knee replacements as he was a star volleyball player in college, but turns out that the school has no record of him ever attending. So is he even allowed to be a damn congressman? Let's look at this.
And got very nice knee replacements from HSS playing volleyball. That's how serious I took the game.
Yeah, well, that's how serious you're taking politics as well. Remember this name, folks, George Santos.
Look, I sacrificed both my knees.
Girl. Says more of Santos' lies. Worked at Goldman Sachs, Citigroup. Mother fled socialism in Europe. Grandparents survived Holocaust. Lost employees in the Pulse nightclub shooting. Had a nonprofit pet charity. Claimed to be Jewish. So you're Brazilian, European, and Jewish? He's going to make sure you go ahead and admit that you're also a homosexual. You can go ahead and mark off all the boxes if you want. Oh, trust me, he's not the only one that's lying like that. Trust and believe.
For far less conditions.
I don't know why you even have this. I don't even want to talk about them. I don't care. All right, let's go to this. I thought this story was crazy when I saw it. Okay. So, a 19-year-old woman is accusing her adoptive parents of locking her inside of a basement dungeon room for most of her childhood, according to the Miami Herald. Olivia Acticatis was adopted from China when she was a baby in 2004 by New Hampshire couple Denise and Thomas Acticatis. The now 19-year-old claims her adoptive parents kept her in a filthy basement dungeon room where they abused, isolated, starved, and forced her into involuntary servitude. According to the court documents obtained by the Miami Herald, her parents imprisoned her in a dungeon basement room. They forced her to act as their servant. They subjected her to punitive manual labor. They isolated her. They withheld a public education from her. They starved her and beat her. They hurled vile racist racial epithets at her. They withheld necessary health care from her. They failed to confirm her status as a United States citizen and threatened with her with terror, including extradition. Miraculously, in 2018, Atticus, who was 15 at the time, dug her way through the walls of the basement prison, escaping to a nearby woods. She has now filed a lawsuit against her adoptive parents. New Boston is Police Department, the New Hampshire Department of Health and Human Services is Child Protective Services Agency, and a nonprofit international adoption agency claimed that they were aware of and perpetuated her suffering. Like I said, you need to watch people closely when they be adopting. This is the second case where it shows people adopting children and putting them in harm's way.
Hey guys.
All right, so I want y'all to watch this. I want y'all to look at this. Give me a second. The artist's name is Janaya, and she claims that Moneybagg Yo um, sent her a cease and desist because she put out music as an independent artist. Listen to this.
So, as much as it pains me to say what I'm about to say, I have to say it and it must be done. And I want you guys informed. So, with my recent single, Hey Siri, that I just released, it will be taken down off of all platforms. And
first of all, I gotta straighten this out. Taken down, boo. It has been so cool and popular to say things the wrong way, like flown out. To where people don't think anything of it anymore. But taken down, boo.
And the reason is because of my last record deal that I was in. I am legally still binded to them. So I received a cease and desist on the record, Hey Siri. So it's not allowed to be out until I handle things legally moving forward. But luckily for y'all, because y'all been so patient and y'all just been fans of me and supporting me this long, I just thought that it would be cool so that way you guys can still feel good. You know, when you're going through these tough times, especially going through a heartbreak, it's very tough. Hey guys. So, as much as it pains me to say what I'm about to say, I have to say it and it must be done. And I want you guys informed. So, with my recent single, Hey Siri, that I just released, it will be taken down off of all platforms. And the reason is because of my last record deal that I was in. I am legally still binded to them. So I received a cease and desist on the record, Hey Siri. So it's not allowed to be out until I handle things legally moving forward. But luckily for y'all, because y'all been so patient and y'all just been fans of me and supporting me this long, I just thought that it would be cool so that way you guys can still feel good, when you're going through these tough.
It was Yo Gotti that was the one that was by the way, this girl's skin is flawless. And it's not a filter. That's how she naturally looks. But I was trying to figure out which rapper was the one that had his record label all in Billboard. That was Yo Gotti, right? Not him. Okay. All I gotta say is read your contract. The healthcare system is very lacking. I wonder if it's because y'all not paying nurses enough.
A report from the Iowa Department of Inspections and Appeals says a resident here at Glen Oaks Alzheimer's Special Care Center was placed in hospice care on December 28th and pronounced dead at 6 o'clock in the morning on January 3rd by a licensed practical nurse. The DIA report says a funeral director picked up the woman, who was thought to be dead, at the Urbandale facility just after 7:30, reported there were no signs of life, zipped up the resident in a cloth bag, and dropped her body off here at the Ankeny Funeral Home and Crematory within the hour. The DIA report says a funeral home employee unzipped the bag, saw the woman's chest moving, and then she gasped for air.
Just so you know, this female was transported there deceased, and she is not. They are in the chapel, and she is on a cot.
That's the call from an EMS worker after a funeral home employee called 911. The state's report says they were able to record a pulse and breathing, but there was no eye movement and no verbal response. The woman was taken to a hospital and then back to the nursing home where she died less than 2 days later, with her family at her side, according to the report.
That was lazy. Hmm. Give me a second. And I already talked about this. We're gonna talk about this soon. Just give me some time. Okay. Give me a second. All right. I don't know why I stopped at this. That's the
What
blue
do you do on a
Walmart.
cheat?
That's the nope.
This was our
We ain't stopping at twins. Okay, so y'all know the craziness that happens at 3 o'clock in the morning at Walmart. I don't know if you guys know this. Just don't go to Walmart at 3 o'clock in the morning. Walmart has basically become like awful. So this person decided to go to a freezer in Target, and I already had chosen that Whole Food was going to be my place to purchase food, but this has officiated it. Look. Hey, I need you guys to go away, please. You're fine. Bro, what's going on?
Let's go to Whole Foods.
This was our
Yeah,
thing.
I need you right away. I need you guys to go away, please. What the hell? I'm not. I like collecting
Six.
pictures of sexy guys. Okay, I don't know why this guy keeps talking, and I know it's like he be telling everybody business. They ain't none of my business who Takashi 69 uh paid 40K for. But academic felt like he needed to tell everybody about it because he is like, he's vicariously living through other rappers. Listen to this.
6ix9ine has shown me videos of him smutting out. I'm telling you, girls who I would think, I'm like, bro, she's so lit. Bro, there's no way she'll be for money. This is going to sound foreign to y'all, but what Bandman Kev was about to explain is women who are on the circuit. There are lit female rappers, allegedly, who you might think, oh, how do we know her name constantly? She looks amazing, but she doesn't have a hit, but she's everywhere. She's for 12 bands. Facts. In the last 2 months, bro, I kid you not, and y'all know 6ix9ine is my nigga. Bro, he has broken down every, like, I've gotten an argument. 6ix9ine showed me a video of him famous as that. If I say her name, I'll never say her name. I'm arguing, and because I'm arguing, I'm like, yo, why would she do that, bro? What you mean, bro? She kind of lit, bro. This guy, bro. He's like, yo, act. I gave her 40 bands. Here's the video. Then no two. This him in her raw.
First of all, Takashi ain't had a hit in like 3 years, and I really can say that because he was one of those few people who thought it was brave enough to come out with a hit, right? Right. So where did he get the 40 bands from? And two, who he talking about? Who's a female that he paid 40K to smash? This is
girl 2 things over. She's sucking his, like, bro, she's sucking it like it's oxygen, my nigga. I'm like, what? I swear, bro. I swear, bro. I swear, bro. I swear, bro. Nah. I ain't gonna let y'all put no name on it. Ain't no name on it. Ain't no. Ain't no name on it. 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine.
like I said, he's vicariously living through other rappers, and he know he can't get that girl. He did have a girl, but he can't get that girl no more. That's just not how it works. Granted, if he's podcasting or if he's streaming on something, he might be able. He might be honest to God. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Let me rethink about what I just said. He might have 40 band, not 40 band. He can sit up there and just spin on some oral. I'm just saying. I'm still trying to figure out where 6ix9ine got the 40 bands from. All right, so I did not cover this story. I didn't talk about Gabby Petito because I did not understand what was going on. This story was kind of frightening to me and sad, and it gets even more sadder. And the problem with the situation that everybody knows is that she was a victim that was ignored. The police stopped, the car and let them keep on moving even after they noticed that she was in distress. And that's what makes the story so gross. This is an alarming selfie she took minutes before the cops stopped her. So her family released this picture of her. Clearly, she has marks on her. She has marks clearly where somebody was hitting her. And this is before the cops stopped her and her boyfriend or her fiance. So you told me the officer didn't see anything wrong with her looking like that. And I'm going to be honest with you, the domestic violent rate, from my understanding, was really bad during the lockdown. Like there were some couples that were basically going through pure hell. I mean, there were women and men being beaten to down during lockdown. And it's just kind of sad. And it's just like, are men these days, police officers these days, are they more prone to believe that the woman is for some reason believed to get hit like this? Or to believe to get hurt like this? Because this young lady never made it home. She never made it home. So I guess they had this idea, oh, well, they're not far from home. She'll be all right. She'll probably get her brother to whoop his ass. She never made it home. And you could tell, even with the media even made it seem like, and the police, even when they had surveillance of her in grocery stores and stuff like that, they even made it seem like in some way she wasn't in danger with him. That they were just a happy couple, and just somehow that him and her end up murdered in this situation. And I just question how they treat domestic violent cases these days. It's just too much paperwork you have to do to get someone to fix this situation. So they epically fail her, and they do owe her family money for that. They do owe her family money for that.
Compromise, communication.
That's the personal video.
All he needed was.
Okay, no, I don't want to. I gotta watch. That's the personal video I want to watch too. And I'm gonna read this article. I'm probably gonna put that part of the little series I'm doing. Okay. Girl, these police officers are losing their damn mind. Okay, honey. She's a damn detective. Listen to this story. A former Birmingham police detective will be spending the rest of her life behind bars after being convicted of killing a woman who had a romantic relationship with her longtime boyfriend. A judge sentenced Alfreda Flucker on Monday to life in prison without the possibility of parole from the murder of 43-year-old Kanisha Nicole Fuller. She did not kill a grown-ass woman. And the attempted murder of Mario Theodore White, who was Flucker's police partner and boyfriend at the time. According to the court records obtained by AI.com, back in 2020, Flucker had caught Fuller and White together in White's unmarked police vehicle and began to empty her service weapon into the vehicle, killing Fuller and injuring White. Flucker was taken off the Birmingham Police Department and convicted of capital murder in November. Flucker was a 15-year veteran of the police department. She had been dating White for several years, and the two reportedly lived together since 2016. When I tell y'all about those domestic violence cases, this is one as well. She was attempting to kill her own boyfriend. Girl.
It wouldn't be a black.
I'll show y'all another one. Okay. So, y'all know the triple X Tenstation case is going on, and the defense attorney is blaming Drake for some strange reason. This is the footage of Triple X withdrawing $50,000 hours before he was murdered and had been released.
Mr. Ramos, is that bag on the shoulder of the bag that you referred to before is always satchel in it? Yes. Is that the money is that the bag placed the money? He placed it in his. During your encounter with Mr. Envoy during this time, what was his demeanor like? Fine. Inside, he seemed happy.
It's weird. Like you looking at someone and they were alive and happy and now they're gone. That's so weird. Okay. So y'all remember we talking about Megan James getting an interview with Hazel E's ex-husband. So here his bitch ass talking shit. Listen what he has to say. He said, "Corny blanks get mad and talk ish about me when I don't do what they want. Make up whatever left my ass off. Like, who are you? Don't even know you and you don't know me. I know who Megan James is. We don't know who the fuck you are, sir. Where you came from? You over here chasing after Hazel Lee and being a gold digger. Who is you?" Then he said, "Funny how dusty ass people can't get clout without saying my name and washed up, burnt out, get a life before you start something you can't finish." I consider that a threat, Megan. Megan, press charges on him. Because he already tried to kill April. Not April. Oh, where did April come from? He already tried to kill Hazel. I wasn't even thinking about April. But Hazel Lee is on the same Love and Hip Hop as April. He already tried to kill Hazel Lee Honey. He tried to kill her. He tried to hurt on her. So, Megan, press charges. This is a dangerous man.
I really don't be doing interviews with people because y'all know how I get down already.
See that? And everybody know who Megan is. Megan was on the Bad Girls Club back in the day before Zeus got it. Okay, Megan was on Basketball Wives. We know who Megan James is. Who are you, gold digging ass nigga? Who are you? And she wasn't using him for clout. But I will tell you this: I'm trying to figure out why you're doing the interview with him and not his wife. Because I think I get a better story out of Hazel than I get out of him. I don't know who this clown is. Now we realize why he is acting like a Looney Tune. Was the person he tried to hit Lemmy? Did he try to hit Lemmy? Okay. It says former Disney Channel star Orlando Brown is reportedly set to join the next season of Bad Boys Club on Zeus, according to At Hollywood Unlocked. The move, oh Lord, this might not be a credible source, girl. The move seems to be in motion for some time. Orlando has spent the last 2 months locked up for domestic violence situation. The network reportedly helped secure his bond release last Friday as part of the agreement for him to join the show. Oh, wait, that's wrong. Y'all pray for Orlando, honey. This feels like Kerrion Franklin all over again. I believe the only reason why is Kerrion still in jail. Cause y'all remember Kerrion was attached to some weird situation in Texas where he bought a car and the car belonged to a deceased lady. I feel bad for Kyrion. I feel like Kyrion is like, ugh, he just has to deal with a lot, and he couldn't even say what was happening, what was going on, and his dad still won. Oh Lord, that's oh my God, Lord, Lemmy, don't do it, don't do it, and then if he do act up, what you gonna do? Are you gonna make Jonathan Wright beat him up? He don't need that, y'all. He needs y'all to invest in his therapy. Yeah, I remember I talked about these 3 rappers that were found shot, that were found, passed away in an apartment. His update on that story, and I'm gonna keep my ear to the ground with this story because this situation seems like so weird. It's messed up. Okay, it says detectives now believe 3 rappers who were found deceased in Detroit days ago were likely targets. No shit, Einstein. On Tuesday, authorities confirmed Armani Kelly, Montoya Givens, and Dante Wickers all suffered multiple gunshot wounds. The 3 went missing in January after their performance at Lounge 31 in Detroit was canceled due to the equipment issue. On January 21st, Kelly left his home in Oscoda, Michigan, and headed to Detroit, where he was to meet up with Givens and Wicker. After learning the event wasn't taking place, Kelly told his family he would be looking for another club to perform at. Shortly after, all contact with him ceased. Contact with him ceased, okay? It stopped. Put to a halt. Givens and Wicker also fell silent with all the men's cell phones being turned off around the same time. Kelly's mother used OnStar to track his vehicle after he vanished, which was seen in 3 separate locations and Warren about an hour and a half north of Detroit. A 15-year-old boy was found driving a car, but it is unclear if he's a suspect in the case. Boy, you ain't old enough to be driving. The men's remains were found in an abandoned apartment on Thursday, February 2nd. As the investigation marches on, it has been revealed that the killings were not random acts. In fact, Michigan State Police confirmed they are confident that they have identified a motive. Though the information has not been made public, a Highland Park man who has been publicly identified was arrested in Knoxville, Tennessee. Though he was not charged with the killing, he is being questioned in the death of Kelly, Givens, and Wicker. Givens' mother, Katina Fogel, told Fox 2 that her son was getting his life together after being released from prison. He served 10 years for carjacking and robbery and had only been home for 10 months before he was killed. Oh my goodness. He met Wicker and Kelly while in prison, and together, these men pursued rap careers, all determined to change their lives. 10 years of my son's life was taken. Sorry. 10 years of my son's life was taken away from me, and then I get him back for 10 months and he's dead. How am I supposed to feel? Fogel shared. This is screaming organ trafficking to me. People are mad at this episode, honey. They said Republicans are losing their mind, calling on Americans to boycott Disney because of the scene from Proud Family cartoon, The Proud Family. They're literally mad that kids are learning that slaves helped build our nation. So look at this thing right here. Go ahead, Proud Family, tell the truth.
Officers, please put these little kids in cuffs, y'all. Audience, no photos, please.
Come on, y'all. Pick up Wizard Kelly and his goons. P, stand your ground. Riot here. We don't need a riot. Intimidate us. Riot here.
Yeah, y'all still don't want to admit. Y'all don't. Y'all don't want to admit that y'all enslaved Africans and made them build the United States. Y'all don't want to admit that, but you have a problem with that. Here we go. So this is what I was talking about. They say the defense attorney in the Triple X murder trial continues to blame Drake for the killing. What did Drake do?
Wanted to pursue. Okay? In the same breath, before X died, he said, if anybody kills me, it's Drake. And do you think that for one moment, here today, days after the event, he's killed by two masked men, right? He came on social media and said, guys, before he left, if anybody kills me, it's Drake. Do you think in that time span that they went and they addressed him, they talked to him? No. Do you think sitting here today, years later, any detective has ever asked, Drake or anybody like that? No. They never did that. So you ask yourself, how could that be? If any of us is involved in, God forbid, in a murder, and you say, hey, it's so and so, you better believe so and so is going to get investigated. But in this case, they didn't do it. They didn't do it because it didn't comport with their version and their narrative. And as law enforcement, I think that they have the obligation to do so. That they wanted to pursue.
I have two different feelings about this. One is why would he say that in a song? Why would he say that in a song? Was he joking or not? I can't tell. I'm not quite sure how Aquarius' sense of humor works. But it is weird that he put it in the song. If they kill me, it's Drake. That's weird. That does not mean that Drake did kill him. So yeah. I was trying to watch it. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I was trying to watch the State of the Union last night, Tuesday night. But when I tell you, girl, I see why people don't take us serious no more over here. Hear what he has to say. Oh crap.
As all of us know. But too often that trust is violated. Joining us tonight are the parents of Tyree Nichols. Welcome. We had to bury Tyree last week. As many of you personally know, there's no words to describe the heartache or grief of losing a child. But imagine if you lost that child at the hands of the law. Imagine having public safety depends on public trust, as all of us know. But too often that trust is violated. Joining us tonight are the parents have never had to have the talk that brown and black parents have had to have with their children. Bo, Hunter, Ashley, my children, I never had to have the talk with them. I never had to tell them if a police officer pulls you over, turn your interior lights on right away. Don't reach for your license. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. Imagine having to worry like that every single time your kid got in a car. Here's what Tyree's mother shared with me when I spoke to her. When I asked her how she finds the courage to carry on and speak out. The faith of God, she said her son was, quote, a beautiful soul, and something good will come of this. I'm politely not naming them, but it's being proposed by some of you. Look, folks,
half these bitches they don't elect are stupid as hell now. Sorry.
I wanted to give a very brief.
Now I already talked about this. And I think I already talked about this story. and I will be doing a to be continued because we don't specifically know the motives behind what happened and why these two are arrested. So I'll keep y'all updated on that as well. So, like I said, it seemed like everybody decided to pick on black people during Black History Month. Look at this.
You know your roots. It's February.
Your mom is never letting anyone in.
You're nothing but a slave. And after this, you're doing my laundry.
The way he just takes this shit, bro.
I'm black and I'm proud.
My mom just texted me.
What does she say? Feel?
Look at this. Yeah, where are their parents? Oh, we already talked about this with the. We already did this. Let me find the article first, and then I'll talk about this. I'm having a slow moment. It's like overcast. It hasn't been an overcast all day, but it has been overcast like for majority. So yes, I am kind of sleepy beers. I don't know why. Okay. And I've been kind of up all day. So yeah. So this is Slade's son, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all remember Slade on Real Housewives of Orange County? He was with one housewife and he ended up with Gretchen. Whole Housewife series is just like shady. Okay. So his son passed away. So apparently this picture is old. It has to be old because he was 22. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me get it. Okay. She said he was an angel on this earth, an incredible warrior, and a warrior like no one has ever seen before. Gretchen Rossi shared some devastating news with her followers on Instagram, sharing that her stepson, Grayson Arroyo Smiley, has passed away and he was only 22. The stepson of Real Housewives of Orange County alum died on Monday. While a cause of death has not been officially revealed, Grayson had been battling brain cancer since he was 6 years old, as details on a website chronicling his journey. On her Instagram, Gretchen shared a slideshow of pics through the years with Grayson and his father, Slade Smiley. So, that's all I have to say. This is very interesting to me because I don't know if you noticed. And I've been training myself to get out of the mindset of, a conspiracy theorist, because y'all know people claim that people are sacrificed to stay relevant or to stay famous. When I first saw this, I thought this was Gretchen Rossi saying that her son had passed, because Gretchen just had a child. Okay. It's crazy because Sean Davy Wade is about to do a live, and his live is about to be the last thing I'm about to talk about, which is about Q from Quality Control and all them. Girl, anyway, it's just strange to me. Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, Gretchen just had gave birth to a new baby. I think she had a little girl. If I'm not mistaken, she just had her first baby. I just know that she was one of the young housewives, and people said that everybody was hating on her because she was young or whatever. It is what it is. But some ain't right. That's all I have to say about this. Something just ain't adding up. One and a two ain't adding up for me. Okay. But my heart goes out to his family. I was wondering if BMF was based off something real. So it was. And y'all understand that as much as I do like mafia movies, I didn't know anything about this one. So please don't get mad at me or upset with me about this, about not knowing what you think I should know. Um, so the real Tanisha Welsh, she called out stars for Lala alleged portrayal of her. She said Marquisha is looking like a pedophile. Okay. She said everyone thinks Lala character is portraying Tanisha Welsh. Tanisha isn't happy that Lala character is 26, sleeping with a 17-year-old. Ew. So this is what she had to say. She does have a little girl, a very blonde little girl. Okay. So anyway, this is what she had to say. She said, WTF, who wrote this part of the story? Terry, 17. I'm 26 years old. My husband's a kingpin, but I'm having sex with a 17-year-old who's supposedly still in high school. So before Terry goes on a run, he comes to my job. It's closed for the day. We sneak in the janitor's room and have sex. I guess he's too young to have an apartment. He's still in high school or lives with his parents. I guess they have Marquisha looking like a pedophile. If this was a reverse and Marquisha was 17 years old, y'all be trying to put him in jail. Why are they portraying this role like this? OMG, Randy Huggins, this is sad. I never kissed this man until he was 25 years old. This is crazy. This is what happened when you hired a wrong representative. Please no more. It says please no more DMs. Don't ask me why. I can't explain. Please, but have y'all believe this sick Marquisha character is shown in bad likeness? I don't agree with the timeline or the character trait. The show pretends it's not me, but everybody in Detroit or half the country know it's me. Who else work at the insurance company? Girl. Tell y'all, when people use your likeness, you gotta be careful how they use your likeness. because they have you looking crazy. I just want to show this. This is Dr. Jill Biden kissing the second gentleman on the mouth. I'm gonna say this. I know someone that said that someone had predicted that this kind of way they flow. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, so DGG almost got his arse cuss out by Haley and Chloe's sister. I want y'all to hear what she had to say. This is the whole purpose of having a bunch of siblings is you check people before they wreck themselves.
Hey, good morning, y'all. So what I don't like is when I wake up or when I go on YouTube first thing in the morning and I see my sister on the blogs and it's over some dude. Daryl, DDG, like, bro, what's wrong with you? Hallie's not like the ones that you've been with. You will not treat her the way that you've treated these others. I don't give a freak if y'all had issues going on. That's what you won't do. Please understand that. Like, you're not going to do her the way that you did everybody else. You're not going to come to social media and try to put her on blast and insinuate or put out something to make it seem like she was doing something that she wasn't doing. You need to pipe down and get yourself together. If y'all broke up, then you need to just unfollow and just keep it pushing. You don't have to put nothing out there like that about all these girls is the same. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Hey, good morning, y'all.
Watch it. Haley had to clear it up, and DGG said he wasn't talking about her. I know y'all better fix it. Big sis was about to start taking names and kicking names and taking asses. This is like this is what you're not gonna do. My daughter is superior. I mean my sister is superior. Okay. All right. You need to get on her level, sir. Get on her level, sir. Get on her level, sir. All right.
I've never drank.
I want y'all to hear what Smokey used to smoke. Okay? Hear him out.
Or anything like that, except when I was, a young teenager and the boys, you got some beer or something like that. I hated the taste of alcohol. I still do. So weed was my choice of drugs. So I would smoke some weed. But I never got off into any cocaine, even though I grew up in a neighborhood where there was everything. Everything you could think of was in my neighborhood, So, but I never dibbled and dabbled in it because, it took me a long time to even smoke any weed. So
I guess you would sprinkle crack into your weed and smoke it that way?
No, it wasn't crack. Thank God it was before crack.
Just powder.
Thank God it was before crack. But yeah, it was.
You see, Vlad be trying to get folks in trouble, and Smokey's like, no, I did not do that. Is whack. I don't do it. No, ma'am, no, sir. It was just weed, and it came from the ground, and it's not that other weird stuff that y'all got going on. And Smokey was like, what you ain't gonna do is sit up here and call me a crackhead to my face. Vlad, see, this is why folks think you ops. This is why folks think you ops. You over here trying to get Mr. Robinson in trouble.
It's cocaine. After I started doing it.
Yeah. Well, you described yourself as a walking corpse during that time.
Yeah.
Okay, but he did sprinkle coke. He did. Okay, I can't say what exactly he said. It was snow. He was skiing.
Yeah. I got to that point. Whereas I was just walking around and, 5'11", and I'm walking around. I weigh 120 pounds.
Oh my God.
And I don't have any belts or any pants or anything like that fit me. And I have to take a safety pin, and I've never drank or anything like that, except when I was,
Y'all learn from the legends. Okay? Y'all think what y'all doing is new. It's not. It's not. No, yeah, Vlad over here trying to get folks in trouble. This sneaky self.
Protesters gathered.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you what they're protesting. They're protesting uh against those white girls with the black faces that y'all just saw. Okay. Yeah.
This morning outside St. Hubert's Catholic School in the wake of a disturbing video.
And that's the thing about it. I don't know why they're shocked that this is going on at a Catholic school. They love the Lord, not you. Sorry, not sorry.
Circulating on social media. The video includes a young female whose face was painted black being mocked by several other young females. It's believed that people in that video are students from St. Hubert's and Franklin Town Charter. Nicole Hines, whose daughter once attended St. Hubert's, says that while the allegations are disturbing, it's not too far removed from what her daughter contended with.
A lot of microaggressions.
Protesters gathered this morning outside St.
Dang, why didn't let the lady finish? And it was microaggressive. The Archdiocese say the video was brought to the attention of St. Hubert Catholic High School administration on Tuesday after its students posted images and videos on social media. The Archdiocese went on to say all these responsible will be disciplined appropriately in accordance with St. Hubert's School Handbook. I think if you want to punish someone, you punish their parents as well. Catholic schools in the Archdiocese of Philadelphia seek to form young men and women of character, review racism as a mortal sin. You do. There is no place for it in our hearts and minds, and there is no tolerance for such behavior at St. Hubert's or any Catholic school, the Archdiocese said in a statement. Franklin Town said they regret that they got caught. That's what I'm getting from it. Who is responsible for these girls? Because they're underage girls. So adult has to be responsible for these girls doing things on social media like that, thinking it's hilarious and funny. And they all are very hideous little girls. Very hideous. Just ugly, trailer trash looking.
Houston mother is
I mean, they already looks like a crystal meth. Okay. Look at this. Oh, I hate stories like this. I genuinely do. I've been on here for too long.
Demanding answers tonight after she says her 6-year-old son was repeatedly sexually assaulted while riding the school bus. An investigation is underway right now in Aldine ISD. ABC 13's Maya Shea joins us live with these serious allegations, Maya.
Yeah, these allegations are so disturbing, and the mother says she believed it's gone on for several months, but it wasn't until her son lost his backpack last week and she called here at the transportation department to get to the bottom of this missing backpack that everything came out into the open. LaToya Stormy Monroe is devastated. She says she had no idea that her 6-year-old son was being sexually assaulted on the school bus.
I feel like as a parent, I failed my child. It hurts. I didn't protect him. I don't know what to do.
Monroe was joined by community activists today in front of the Aldine bus barn to discuss what they believe happened, that over the past several months, an older child would repeatedly molest and sexually assault Monroe's son on the bus, and that the bus driver didn't notice.
According to the investigator, the bus driver stopped the bus because she thought they were fighting on the back of the bus, but this mother's child was fighting because he was being raped.
Monroe says everything came to light last Tuesday when efforts to track down her son's missing backpack led school officials to look at surveillance video on the bus. Then she got a call.
I get to the school and I find out that my son was sexually assaulted. Days of questioning, days of talking to my child.
Now, I'm going to say, I know y'all going to be like, why the bus driver didn't do anything or anything like that. That is several different protocols. I've heard of a story that happened before with the teacher where she had a student that was assaulted during nap time and she could not do anything about it. She couldn't even say anything to their mother because they have to do an investigation and they have to make sure this does not get out of proportion. And I know it's awful and I know y'all feel like the bus driver is awful, but there is protocols and stages on how to deal with this situation. And she probably feel like they didn't deal with it the proper way. So that's why.
The details became more and more graphic each and every time.
Since then, her son has been treated at the hospital and they've spoken to investigators. In a statement, the district says in part, an investigation by Aldine ISD police and district officials immediately began on Wednesday, February 1st. CPS was notified. Once the investigation has concluded, appropriate action will be taken based on investigation findings. Meanwhile, Monroe says her son doesn't even fully understand what happened.
He's not really at his age understanding the magnitude. He actually really stated that why couldn't this kid be given a second chance? If God gives second chances, why couldn't the perpetrator?
Monroe says she hopes her speaking out today will get her answers and justice for her son.
Houston mother is demanding answers tonight after she says her 6-year-old son was repeatedly sexually assaulted.
I don't want to hear this anymore. It's torturing to hear. Oh, Lord Jesus. This is so sad.
This clown Offset suffering.
So we're going to talk about this again. Here's Jay Prince going off on Offset for what Offset has to say. Here goes.
From being a fake motherfucker disease. He want to play victim now, but he was a volunteer when he spoke threats about me and my family name in his mouth about what he gonna do. Why you didn't call me to talk is the twist he want to use. Tell lies in your woman ear, nigga. I don't have time to listen to weak shit. Now you want to fake in front of a camera, trying to hide behind Takeoff mother when I've shown nothing but respect for her and family. See, boy, you acting like you a part of a family.
Let me tell you something. I do not like the way he is addressing this man. He sound like a damn overseer. I'm triggered. I am highly triggered. And I was trying to figure out, I also get PTSD during Black History Month because they talk about slavery and that triggers me because, I mean, it was my people. But I'm triggered by the term boy. Why you call him boy? This is a grown man. He's a father. He's a husband. Why are you talking to him like that? And this is a black man addressing a black man.
Don't really fuck with you because you're a snake. Now you don't know me from a can of paint. Let me see if I can refresh your memory. Remember we talked when you got your ass whooped in Atlanta? You forgot? Remember when you called up on me and I came to LA and met with you because you was nervous about your wife performing because she had them issues about using the word flute? You forgot? Remember when you and Sauce Walker was beefing and you wanted me to stamp that bullshit? You forgot that too? I can go on, but I think you remember now. See, this is the reason I say blood make you kin.
Don't this like this sound like a terroristic threat to me.
Hard to make you family because of motherfuckers like you that have stuck a knife in the back of the ones you call your brother. Explain. Since you're a real ass nigga, explain to the people the real reason why you weren't on that stage at the Grammys with Quavo, who you call your brother, for the tribute. You ain't man enough to do that because you what we call a tender dick nigga. Takeoff, Quavo, And the family wasn't fucking with you for a while before it's passed, and it still don't fuck with you because you a rattlesnake, nigga. Quavo been letting you make it because he got a good heart. It's consequences when you fuck with me. I don't have no heart for no snake, and I give you what you ask for. And by the way, I don't think I'm no John Gotti. That ain't who I looked up to. It's no secret who my OG is. The flag you perpetrate with. Homie, you better go do what you do best. Write some rhymes and quit playing gangster. I don't want no trouble. Peace. This clown also.
This sound like a threat. I'm sorry. I don't know what kind of power he got, but he clearly has some power. All I gotta say. So here's Cardi. Here we go. She says big lies. It says, she said, and somebody said, you be set tripping and forget Jay Prince had to help you feel safe in LA. Where's the lie? She said, never. Tell him to show receipts. Only people that was there was Whack and Big U. Why would he be called for anything involving Crips? Whole bunch of fairy tales.
This clown Offset suffering
Girl.
Is there a plan on how the $50,000 is going to be?
I should have did that when I was looking at Triple X whole situation. My bad. Okay, Offset respond back. Like Offset is hard headed. Said street nigga turned cop, never needed you for no smoke. You just caught you the police, all mouth with no proof, just fairy tales. Let this be the last time we speak on this. Oh Lord.
This clown Offset suffering from being a
girl. It's getting scary out here. Okay. So they are looking for this man. There's $100,000 reward from the family of the Guidewin family. I guess it's the guy that took out his brother Michael. This is another situation where I think this man really messed with the wrong people. I really do. So I'm scared. Now I want to talk about this little tidbit real quick. Okay. That said, Quality Control sales to Scooter Braun and Hybe. Was it Hybe? And $300 million deal. And we will be specifying the deal here. Okay. So that's why we got to read the article. It says QC Media Holdings Inc., better known as Quality Control, has entered into a multi-million-dollar deal with Hybe America. The American-based label was founded in 2013 by CEO Kevin Lee and COO Pierre Thomas and has a powerhouse roster that includes Migos, Lil Baby, City Girls, and Lil Yachty. The deal, which is reportedly valued at $320 million in stocks and cash, was led by Scooter Braun, the CEO of Hybe America. With this partnership, QC expects to benefit from Hybe global entertainment innovation capability. I don't feel good about this. This don't feel good in my spirit. I don't know why. I mean, I've heard some questionable things with Scooter Braun. Y'all know Scooter Braun he works with he works with dang, why I keep thinking Justin Timberlake. He works with Justin Bieber. Okay. And I don't think I've heard any good stories about Scooter Braun. So I don't know how I feel about this. But good luck to Quality Control. Eh. And I already kind of told y'all, I already showed y'all what they were doing with this. I don't feel good about this at all. And I already talked to you guys about this as well. All right. I don't know what's going on, but NFL Network pulls Michael Irvin from the Super Bowl week shows after woman complains about an encounter. We already messing up people's careers. Former Dallas Cowboy football player Michael Irvin will no longer have appearance on the NFL Network for the remainder of the Super Bowl week after a woman complained about an encounter Sunday evening in Arizona. Irvin claimed the interaction was non-physical encounter. He told the Dallas Morning News that he engaged in no physical contact with the woman beyond a handshake when they parted ways. Michael Irvin will not be part of NFL Network Super Bowl 50 something. I'm thinking that's 58. Week coverage, said Alex Miller, NFL media vice president of communications and statement. Irvin works for NFL media but makes frequent appearances on ESPN. He says, honestly, I'm a bit baffled with it all. Irvin said, this is all happens in 45 seconds, conversation in the lobby. When I got back after going out, I came to the lobby and I talked to somebody. I talked to the girl. I don't know her. I talked to her about for 45 seconds, Irvin said. We shook hands and then I left. That's all I know. Damn. That's all I have to say about that. Like, dang, I mean, they just took him off of Super Bowl weekend. It's almost like this was a plot. It is. It feels like it was a plot against him. Like this was planned. This don't feel right. That's for personal consumption.
So a lot of that relates to Black history that we know.
That's personal too.
This is from the heart.
I think this is it. Am I done? Let's see. Let's see how much do I have left over. Let's see what I have left real quick. Okay, let me talk about this idiot right here. And I'll say she an idiot because she's playing with fire. And she thinks it's funny, but she needs to be careful. Okay? So I want y'all to hear this girl who clearly is trying to make herself look real bad. She really want her butt to get whooped. Listen what she has to say, honey.
Yes.
Or is that just like OnlyFans talk?
You
You just had like a random Blueface baby from before or
Not
something?
Blueface, not Blueface. Oh my god.
Why not him?
I already been him.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Didn't I hook you guys up?
I don't remember, but I was
think
asking you about him before I hooked up with before
But
I
I
was hooked
think you hit me up and said I want to fuck Blueface, and then I sent him the screenshot.
That makes
and
sense.
I think that then he must have got in touch with you, and I didn't know about
He
it.
has. So the whole you know
And
how
we're not exposing right now. This is just whatever.
listen, they are exposing themselves
That's a good
enough.
point,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I don't
they
think
love
I can
this.
expose
I
them.
think I'm helping them out if I say anything about Blueface. They love this shit.
Well, this is pre-Krishan, I assume.
No, this is during Krishan.
Okay.
Like legit, you know how he went to Vegas and he got
If it was the homie who was in a serious relationship, this might be different. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't consider that a serious relationship.
he talks about how he cheats on her.
They broke up like yesterday on Twitter.
Yeah.
So just go off, sis.
Okay, so the night that he
Or is that just like OnlyFans talk? You just had like a random.
got that charge for the shooting at the strip club in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
If I would have hung out with him when he hit me up, I swear to God, it wouldn't have fucking happened because literally that night is when that all happened. He hit me up. He was like, just trying to get you butt naked. And I almost went over there and I was just tired, so I didn't. But I feel like I should have done it. I could have saved him that charge. But
put this in perspective. So you were in full blown laying in bed mode. Like how long would it have taken you to get ready?
well, he actually texted me. He was like, no, you don't have to get ready. You can just come over on some regular shit. Just trying to get you butt naked. But I was just laying there and I was like, I asked my husband, I'm like, should I go? And he's like, I don't know. And then I'm always scared because Sean's gonna pop up anywhere and beat my that girl would beat my ass.
So your husband had no particular opinion about this. He wasn't really on the positive or negative side.
He's dude, he only likes me to fuck with guys who are rappers or celebrities because it's a quality higher quality. Got that charge for the shooting at the strip club in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
If I would have hung out with him when he hit me up, I swear to God.
Are they though?
I mean, they got good dick.
I remember reading this short. Are they though?
I mean, they got good dick.
I remember reading this short.
Girl. I hope you guys have a lovely Super Bowl weekend. Girl, and she's like, "Well, I know Christian would kick my ass, but you still talking about it, girl. You still talking about it, or whatever have you. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I ain't got no dog in this fight. I just don't think it was a smart idea to do that. But in the same sense, I mean, we all know Christian gonna end up in somebody's jail. I mean, she pregnant, she ain't gonna fight nobody. So I mean, girl, you got about 9-10 months, tops. Tops 8. You got about 8 months. And then after she pop out that baby, she's coming to see you. With that being said, thank you guys for coming to my live. I am so outie. I hope y'all enjoy y'all Super Bowl weekend. I'm trying to get everything done before. So yeah. Bye.